It's more or less like, they didn't even let them say anything. Don't come and tell us anything. Don't lie to us. Get out of here. Go away. We don't want. And they started, more or less like they can say, you are not welcome. Those are not people on social media. They are on the street. And I'm glad somebody mentioned that in that same Port Harcourt today, now that we are talking about that Obi, his wife was also in that Port Harcourt. I don't know if many of you have actually listened to his wife before. Would you mind? Listen to this.
With all due respect, all over the world, they don't show say women are better managers. Make you give woman something, say, take am, nurture am. Just tell am wetin to do, don't they go. So it is very important for us women. This is where we dey talk, say PVC na serious thing. In short, I don't know whether na PVC and new Naira notes they compete now. But it be like saying na PVC they win. Because it is very important. If you hold down. Hold down well, because that na your only passport. This one na our last bus stop. If we don't get our rights, then wahala go dey. Because if you look, our children no go school na us. They no chop na us. They no get work na us. Our husbands no even get work na us. Everything na woman we dey follow me. So now wey God don make we open eye. Even INEC say amount of registered voters this time for women and youth don increase. Wetin dey wait for now? Na turn. Now we go bring this government. And by special grace of God, now we. Because we don't tire. Tire now overstatement says. If you want sleep, sleep close eye. If you want drive motor, now wahala for petrol. Now say even your own money, don't forget that. So you see how where we don't levels where we don't do. So it don't reach time. Make we come out, come vote. E no go dey easy. That day they go frustrate us. Mama, we thank you because you talk the truth. We go get both emotional intelligence, everything follow them that day. Because we go follow reach the end. Come out. Because Peter Obi and Dati Baba Ahmed, they really mean well for this country. Yes. If you look at manifesto, when things wey concern women, they don't really look and know how they go handle them. They talk say medical care. They go provide medical care where poor man, rich man fit go hospital, get better medical care. And they go provide even money for medium scale and small scale industry. Because women, we dey do petty trade. But now we want grow big. We want to become globalists now. So we go get there. So we want, they go provide the money for us for empowerment. So make nobody come tell you any yawa. You know why? Even when they come, plus all the rice, the oil, just collect and your money. I tell you na your money. Collect them. Why I tell you say make you collect them? Collect and chop because now the money where they supposed to do better for you. So when make you vote LP all the way. This is a very serious thing now. This Labour Party. Now God just won't help us for Nigeria. He just push Labour Party say, oh yeah, because if you look all the other candidates. Look all her own how they did. You go they say they ready for the job. Make person no come tell you say Peter Obi they do because na Igbo, na this, na that. You know Peter Obi and Dati they contest for president and vice president because of tribe or religion. They contest because they competent, get capacity, and they capable. And on top of that, they be Nigerian. So make nobody come tell you say because this one that no. And it no be their turn, na the turn of Nigeria. So when they come that they collect their money, put for pockets, but vote LP. Our logo na mama papa pikin. No just joke o. Because we get one wey they call ZLP. No go there o. I own 3 children, 3 people, mama, papa, pikin. If you go for village, abeg help us dey tell the story, because no dey ashamed. We for the candidates wey we get, you get something good thing wey you fit talk about am. No be something wey we go dey shame, fear, or wan stand and say or tomorrow you go dey fear say they go soon tell you where you chop money or do this. E no dey for that side. So my sisters, my mothers, my friend, time don come. I know
that's Margaret. She Margaret Obi. That's Obi's wife. And the person is talking about her husband, Peter Obi. Take a look.
Traveled to every part of the country. I'm the only candidate who have traveled everywhere. I've been to Borno North. I've gone to Borno South. Professor Tommy will tell you, the day I went to Borno South, government, securities agencies, everybody said to me, you can't go there. And I was already ready to take off. And the people who are working with me on my security and everything said, you can't go there. Thanks for people like Pat. And I said to him, listen, Nigerians live there. We can only die once. Pilot, can you go to Borno South? Go there and land. The people say they are waiting for me. I don't know what I'm going to see. But since the military, everybody said, you can't land in our compound. Go there, we'll find a place to land. And I landed and I found Nigerians who was just waiting for something to give them hope. And that's what happens everywhere I've been. And you ask yourself, Nigerians live here. I've gone to so many ungoverned places. I went to Adamawa, I went to Mubi. People said to me, why did I go to Mubi? As governor of Anambra State, I buried 20 Anambra people from one town killed in a town called Mubi in the north. And when I went to that state to campaign, down from one town called Tinubu, I said, I want to go there. People said, don't go there. Peter, I said, I will go there. Nigerians live there. I don't know where God will call me if he decides. But I went there. So each one I go, I become enforced. We must secure this place. The enemy, the criminals are not more formidable. But we lack the leadership to tackle it.
That's the husband, Mr. Peter Obi, the leading presidential candidate in Nigeria's 2023 elections. That's some cold hard facts that a lot of people will say, no, I disagree. But it no matter, I don't be the one where they conduct poll. It's called cold fact. Oh, sorry, hard or cold hard facts. Right. Talking about the ruins of APC, Egbekegbe, and the confusion that we are witnessing everywhere, from fuel scarcity to naira scarcity, to every other scarcity that you are experiencing right now. Then to the confusion of PDP versus PDP. That is Wike's frontier. APC versus APC. And that is Littlefinger's frontier. Confusion everywhere, of course, as she would say. And today, PDP, that initially suspended Unamani. You know, Ken Unamani, the former governor of Enugu State, a senator that has been a senator since 2007. Anyway, Kenny Namani is also one of those working for Kolu Tinubu, and he's not hiding it. He's not. He's a PDP senator contesting to still be a PDP senator, and he's campaigning for president of APC, which is that of Kolu. But they suspended him for anti-party. Then they've dismissed him now, or what do you call that? Dismissal? What do you call it that they will say you are no longer a member of our party? So, which simply means Kenunamani. No, why am I saying Kenunamani? That's not Kenunamani. Sorry. His name is Nunamani, but expelled. That's the word. Expelled. He was initially suspended. Chimaroke, that's the one I want to say. Why am I saying Ken? Chimaroke Nunamani, rather, the former governor of Enugu State. He didn't hide it. He's not hiding it. In fact, he said he would rather not be a member of any party for anybody to tell him not to support Tinubu. Now he's been expelled or dismissed or pursued. But Wike accused the PDP chairman of collecting 1 billion naira to ensure that Atiku becomes the presidential candidate of PDP. That same PDP, ordinary suspension, they don't give Wike, talk lots of expel, now press release where the chairman was denying. It's a throwback. Listen.
This is actually a meeting of the BOT of which I am a member. I'm only a member of the BOT. And when my chairman talks, I'm not supposed to say anything. But since these allegations have persisted, I want to take this opportunity to clear the air. When the first allegation was made, I decided not to respond because we don't want to encourage altercations in the party. However, I want to make it clear that at no time did I, as the national chairman of this party, collect any 1 billion naira from anybody. When we came in and the party had funding difficulties, the current presidential candidate suggested that the party should take a loan of 1 billion from the bank. And the owner of that bank also was an influential member of the party. He has left the party now. But when we discussed with him, we discarded the idea of taking a loan. And the party never took any loan or any money from anybody. And I, as a person, never collected 1 billion from anybody. Any money advanced to the party was declared before the National Working Committee and handed over to the treasurer of the party. The party's accounts are straight, they are up to date, and we promise to present the party's accounts at the end of the year. On today's allegation, luckily, I had fully briefed the BOT that one of our governors made a contribution of 100 million for the revival of the People's Democratic Institute, which was housed in the Porter cabin. And I explained to them that we hired an appropriate place in Asokoro. We have renovated it and we have furnished it. 2-3 days ago, we went there to inspect the place. And the National Working Committee decided that even before commissioning, we should invite the governor in question to come and inspect what we have done with his contribution. I'm happy to state that the National Secretary of the party has since written a letter to that governor. The party, either I or the National Working Group, never took any party money to carry out that renovation. In fact, we have not even exhausted that 100 million, which was donated by one of the governors.
Who is that governor that donated 100 million naira? Patrick Okowa. Another clog in the political progress of the southern Nigeria this era, playing the role of one of the bastards. You have so many bastards in Europe. I mean, in southern Nigeria, you can attest to that. Okowa plunged his own state into perpetual indebtedness. Pensioners are unpaid. Gratuities of our people are unpaid. Workers are unpaid. And guess what? Since this old Atifku or no Atifku's journey started, Okowa has already taken over 250 million, 50 billion naira loan for this Atifku's project. How did he come by to become Atifku's vice president? Scheme, treasury, betrayal, lies, which is actually the stock in trade of being a reputable Nigerian politician. Southern governors met in Asaba. This is even like governors across all parties, APC, PDP. Sonweku was there, and the rest of them like that, they were there in Asaba. PDP governors were there, and they agreed that the power must return back to southern Nigeria. And they called that Asaba Declaration, which they all agreed that from the two main political parties, okay, and I mean they must push and make sure that a southerner is the ticket presidential candidate of the party, so that they can mobilize all their people to support that southerner. But immediately that Okowa left the meeting, he met with Atifku and team, right? And told them that if they have a place for him, he's got something to trade. Two things to trade, in fact. Number one, right, is making everybody have the impression that he supports the power to return back to southern Nigeria, which according to him, he doesn't believe in. He didn't believe in that happening. And however, if he's going to be part of the next big thing, which is Atifku, what would be, they said, what do you have on the table? He said, well, I made them believe I'm with them, but I am going to be with you, right? And also, I am willing to invest money in these projects. But what are you going to give to me? What do you want? Make me the vice presidential candidate. Really? I thought you were the chairman, the host of the Power Must Return to the Southern Nigeria meeting in Asaba. That's what I'm saying. I've got two things to trade. I can make them believe that I'm with them, okay? But I am not. If you give me something better, sure. And of course, it was the one who, if Wike is going to be a problem, Abi, after River State, Delta State is another richest state in Nigeria. Okay? That is good. If we miss Wike, we shouldn't miss Okowa. So Okowa became their friends, and he did all he could, okay, to ensure that is part of the team. Now, being part of the team means he would have to fund it. So the 1 billion that Wike was talking about, that IU also spoke about, that Atifku told them to go and take a loan because PDP is broke. They don't have anything. They don't have money. And they have no money to run there for presidential campaign to run the system to prepare for presidential campaign. So Atifku told them to go and borrow money. But no, we didn't borrow more. We just took 100 million naira gifts from one governor. who gave us 100 million naira to start. That governor is Sokoa. The 1 billion naira that Wike said was actually given not in naira. It was given in dollars, $150 million. I bet. So, was what Wike said was handed to IU in Lagos. And that was the final seal that eventually brought in Atiku as PDP presidential candidate. So if you are asking for why, Wike is mad, angry, and he will likely not stop until they bring the whole house down on themselves, fine. This is your money moving about. Today, I mean, the people of Delta State, I don't know if I should feel sorry for you, okay? But, I mean, in my own state, Ogun State, now another way they did another criminal, okay? So right now, as they are mad rich in Ogun State, they never even dip us rich into what's in the DPO. In all sincerity, nearly 1 trillion naira debt, and absolutely nothing to really show for it. You are the third, are you third? Yeah, Delta State is the third richest state in Nigeria by federal allocation. When they start paying people, when they pay Rivers, pay this, pay, then they will pay Delta. Are you with me? And all of this money have all ended in the, in private pockets, as you know. But now dipping the future generation into debt that is not invested in development, but in political power play. I don't know if I should feel sorry for you more. Nearly 1 trillion. Well, so PDP won't suspend or sack Wike. And he seemed confident about that, but I wouldn't be. I believe that in the next few days, especially the day that they finally embarrass Atiku in Rivers State, going there to campaign, right? So afterward, I don't think they will be able to take it anymore. They will announce that they've expelled him too. So maybe by then, Wike will come public, and the whole show can be a different ball game entirely. For now hide and seek from PDP, Atiku, and PDP, Wike. I just thought I should add that to this chart. The final confusion is that of the Supreme Court and the Central Bank of Nigeria. Today was expected to be the deadline for you to swap your old Naira notes. Technically, the deadline has been shifted. But realistically, people are already rejecting the old Naira note from people now. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Technically, by the Supreme Court order, here you get, which according to what we are hearing, Emefiole is yet to make a statement. But from what we are hearing, Bokwari and team have said that they are going to obey whatever Supreme Court says, and they will wait for the decision final decision of Supreme Court on the 15th of February to further confuse you more. Technically, your old Naira notes, 1,500 and 200 Naira notes, right? They are still legal tender. But realistically, tell me, today is the deadline. What has been your own experience since you've started trying to spend your old Naira notes? We no see old Naira notes, self. We no see old, we no see new. Okay. That's it. That's a big thing too. I understand. But I'm asking you that still have your old Naira note, or you that have no old or new note, but you are now about to, you are being offered old Naira note from your bank. For those who have access to banco, we heard that some banks have started shutting down. They are not operating or giving anything at all. To add to the whole confusion, nobody knows what is going to happen to old Naira note and new Naira note anymore. Businesses, when you see people hawking now, they will write their account number on a big board, front and back, so that if you want to buy mango, if you want to buy pure water, if you want to buy anything, you have to go cashless and start transferring the money. But when you really need to touch the liquid cash, which is what actually, is what they use. I mean, if you say, there's a way this economists always talk. They love what it is. The way they always kind of phrase this data. Yeah, they will say, oh, the physical cash usage, hey, why did I forget to? I was almost getting that. Sorry, I'll take that again. So they will say the physical cash usage represents 60% of Nigeria economic activities every day. Oh, that's impressive. No, that's not it. I'm going to retake it again so I can give you the right figure. So the economists will tell you that physical cash represents at least 90% of Nigeria economic activities every day, despite the fact that they have bank cards. Isn't that how they kind of take it, eh? Sorry, I'm not a professional, so I can, but you shall get the message, Abby. Hey. Now, in that same economy where they have only released just 25% of your needed new notes, the confusion right now is you even have the Naira. The old one, no, Abi the new one, no. They said the Supreme Court says they should coexist together so that politicians can be able to release the one they are keeping and start buying your votes. But you, realistically, today, 10th of February, that you are out to, tell me, what is your experience? What was your experience when you decided to spend your old Naira note, or when somebody tried to give you old Naira note? Realistically, I've heard that it's been a war. No be small thing. Now, serious negotiation. If you have 1,000 Naira notes, old notes, okay, and you want to buy something of 500 Naira, number one, that your 1,000 Naira old note is no longer 1,000 Naira value anymore. This is what I heard. You can tell me if I'm lying, okay? So let's say you have 1,000 Naira old note right now, and you see an aftershave. See an aftershave, right? Of 1,000 Naira. So if you go there and you want to pay cash, if you give them your 1,000 Naira old notes, they won't take it from you. Do you know why? Because you don't get the same value again. I'm sorry. You will need to negotiate that 1,000 Naira notes and say, what will be the value now? They will tell you, this 1,000, okay, is just a value of 700 Naira, and I'm only taking it from you. I'm only taking it from, because I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to change it or spend it. So if you have 1,000 Naira, somebody will offer you 500 Naira new notes or value of 500 Naira products. I still spend my own 1,000 Naira and I collected change. They play. Shogba. Just they play. This is no, see, you see, when you were exchanging old Naira notes for new, you remember they say if you need new Naira notes, you will pay a percentage. Abi? 10%. If you need 10,000 Naira new notes, you will give them 11,000 Naira old notes, which means you pay, That's not what I am telling you right now. That today, deadline is today. The level of confusion in reality right now, is what I'm just telling you right now. This is not you. Now, if you take that your old Naira notes to anywhere now, people are now saying they are no longer taking 10% or 20% anymore. Because nobody is even sure what is going to happen. And they are afraid that they may lose out at the end of the day. If you are doubting me, you can't even doubt me. Why would you doubt me? When a lot of you are already out there saying that the reason why you are destroying bank is because they are paying you with old Naira notes. So why would you doubt me? Because as it is right now, today the deadline, and you have the old note because Supreme Court says you can still keep it and spend it. But realistically, is that what it is? Of course it is not. So the confusion continues, okay? And just today as well, the people they call the Council of States. Council of States are the former head of state in Nigeria, former security. You get, they pack themselves there. They are like those who are like the board of trustees of Nigeria. You get. So they went to go and see Kolu. So to go and see Bokwari. And it was the Naira swap conversation. Naira swap. They say, we endorse it. Oh yeah, Naira redesign. I mean Naira repalaro. We endorse it. So the whole confusion is just piling and piling and piling. So the next one now is going to be, maybe they should go withdraw the new note, because people are no longer taking the old note. Because from tomorrow, when somebody say take, about I warn you, I warn you from the people who have been out today. Okay, if you are going anywhere around Nigeria tomorrow, do your best, save yourself any kind of stress. Make sure that at least you have, if you are going to take public transport, make sure that you have a new Naira note that can take you to and fro. If now old note you have, be prepared to trek halfway, because you may meet somebody who is going to think you are trying to test them. You are trying to wind them. And you will think, didn't they hear the news? Supreme Court says you can still spend this money. Now you are in Nigeria, whereby Nigerians are going to be fighting themselves, telling themselves that Supreme Court says we can spend the money. And now we say, take it to Supreme Court now. Be careful. Wash yourself. Are you mad? So what do you mean I'm mad? I'm buying something from you. I'm paying you. You are saying I am mad. You know that thing. From tomorrow now, you'll be seeing all of that. So to save yourself, I don't know if they do contactless in Nigeria, okay? That means if you see any of them taking card payments, you can just do contactless. They say 300 Naira. You just contact your card like that. Pam, pam. Sure you get. You know, you won't have to be punching pin here and there. Because from tomorrow, if you want to save yourself any headache, out of all of the problems going on in Nigeria, you said you are tired, you are this or that, but you are still going to have to go out and do things, right? I am only advising you. Una know how to survive more, but if my little advice will help you somehow, or if this information will help you to understand what it is going to be like from tomorrow, you are welcome. I'm happy to help, okay? And you are welcome. Because if not, from tomorrow you start seeing videos. You may even start seeing people, they will be breaking people's head, where they'll be that the confusion will be, you know. But they said that the Central Bank of Nigeria and their team of soldiers and army and then Majas and the Wole Woles and then will vote. Those ones they call the will vote are those who are inspecting their votes, okay? They are going everywhere to make sure that this new Naira note spread enough in the next 5 days that Supreme Court will not continue the confusion. I say, confusion galore is everywhere. Abi, APC made a, I ain't gonna know, somebody send me something. I'll drink tea small. Don't go anywhere. I won't say this one before I go to my next, the next part, yeah? So somebody sent me something about APC. APC made policy. APC disagree with APC policy. APC sued APC. APC, you know what? I'm coming back.
Some people think say you dey do juju.
Is this a joke? They will never go free.
Them dey bone face so. Oh yeah, that would them dey bone face for. Busy body, you're so wicked, they walk. You know, as I'm watching you on television now, they blame them. That is all.
And with the sweet when they see me appear like this, they pain them. And I promise them, I'm here to bury them. I see they pain them, they see us. I see they pain us, they pay. When I say I see they pain them, they see us. I see they see us, they go they pay. I see they pain them, they see us. Face me and face you.
Oh yeah, I mean, how you today? Yeah, face me, I face you. We're a wiki, madman. The guy know who in the play with. Now survivor of the fittest. Now the full soldiers where they believe now then you should pity. And most of them are not believing them simply because of anything than their own survivor. APC, Egbe. All practical confusion. APC made a policy. APC kicked against it. APC went to court to stop it. APC wants court to throw the case out. APC politician is the central bank governor. APC is the ruling party. APC is the opposition party. What is APC, ladies and gentlemen? What is APC? Egbe. Somebody said PDP. Egbe buruku, baba. At APC, at PDP. Ọkàn yín ò ní balẹ̀. Ní nísinmi. Shey you get? This is what you call practical confusion, where shameless people are telling you what they can see in your future, and you want to believe them. Nah, come on. Ọkàn yín ò ní balẹ̀. Ṣé o ń gbọ́? Wòmí dáadáa, ọkàn ò ní balẹ̀. APC, ẹgbẹ́kẹ́gbẹ́, PDP, ẹgbẹ́ burúkú, ní nísinmi. Àgọ́rán délé olóko òkè nísinmi, ní nísinmi. Tí bá ti ń ṣàdúrà ká mi ní kó máa ṣe sórí ẹgbà gini. You are trying to type what? You want to type something back at me? Dema yẹ kí ni kọ́ kí fẹnu ba kí ni fún ẹ kí sáré ní pé kí ṣọ̀pọ̀nù sáré bá mi yọjú ẹ yọ̀kan nù ojú ẹ ẹ̀yin wèrè aláìní tìjú yìí. Ọkàn yóò ní balẹ̀ àmì ni ó ṣe o mi ò ní kó type anything back kàn ṣàmì ni àmì ẹni nísìnyí. However, the same APC, Egbekegbe, somebody sent this to me that if you are looking for a report card for them, this might be handy. You can disprove it if you want, but they are right there on your screen. The last one are the one we are disagree with. Nigeria debt is now over 120, nearly 120 billion naira. APC, Egbekegbe. Generation, 10th generation will not pay this. Except they find somebody to say, oh yeah, make them forgive your debts. You're not going to come back from this. Trust me. So, Tinubu, from change to next devil, from next devil to hope renewed. They have to renew your hope. By 2027, they will call it hope is now resting. Abi hope is, I don't know what they will give you. What will be 2027? So I don't feel sorry for you. I just feel sorry for the children who are trapped in all of this. So Yoruba Union, today is such a day that we should personally be grateful. You know what happened? In our way of from reaching out to the people in Yoruba land, especially the school children, which we have been reporting back in the last couple of days. Do you know what happened to us today? Our truck, the truck that we use in conveying all our materials to go and reach out to these thousands of these school children across Yoruba land, involved in an accident today. Of course, I was alarmed, scared, because I've always had my breath always in my mouth. every now and then, if I have to like check on these people who volunteer to reach and give this support to these children, Princess and their crew. Today, they sent me a clip, and I don't know which one I should share with you first. Every one of them is quite touchy anyway, but this is what happened to us on our way back from the northern part of Yoruba land, Oyo and the deeper Oyo, Ilorin, and all the places. Back to the western Yoruba part of, to the southern part of Yoruba land, on their way while in Ibadan, on their return to Lagos, to finish the job that we are so grateful that they volunteered to. And this happened to us today. Oh. Our truck, look at it. So there is no life lost, and the two occupants of that truck, the driver and the passenger, they are fine. Okay, no real physical injury was recorded. However, we have decided, we have taken them for real medical checkup. When I say real medical checkup, right, just know that we have providing them with what we believe the medical facility or medical support that money can buy this time until, give me a sec. And Thank you. Sorry about that. Okay, one of those battery ran out quickly, and I didn't notice. I didn't pay attention that I was long gone into this. So yeah, we are providing that, and then the mission and the project continues. So I have told them to take the weekend rest. Everyone should get some rest this weekend. Recover. You get what I mean? And then we can complete the remaining 2 states in Yoruba land, because we still have thousands of unshared books for this school children. But before that happened, we were in Ondo State a few days back. I won't tell you what day or what have you. Like I told you, before I share with you their video, they would have been long gone from that location. But as usual, the Yoruba Union Back to School Support Program for school children in Yoruba land continues. And in fact, we have not just been giving them books. We have been paying school fees. We have been buying uniforms. We have been buying school sandals along the way throughout this trip. I can't really wait for the full report, to land on my table so that I can share that with all of us. And at the same time, I can't even wait to host a princess and other member of the team to share with us how they did this. So we were in Ondo State just a couple of days back, okay, doing the same thing. We did in Ibadan, we did in Ogbomoso, we did in Ilorin, we did in Ile-Ife, Ede, across, around the ocean, around Oyo, and yeah, we did in Ekiti. But this one is from Ondo. I'll show you that of Ekiti later. Let's go to Ondo State. Yoruba Union in Ondo State with the same message, for the same demography. Young children, our future.
ọmọ àdúrà dìde láti bá ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ̀ ìwádìí ìmọ̀lẹ̀ ọgbọ́n àdúrà wọn. How are you? I am happy to see you. My name is Princess. Ṣé gbọ́ Yorùbá? You don't understand Yoruba? Are you Yoruba? What are you? Where are you from? I am going to explain to you specially when I'm through with speaking with Yoruba people. Do you understand that? Ṣé gbọ́ Yorùbá dáadáa? Very good. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá gbọ́ Yorùbá mo máa padà sọ òyìnbó sí yín later. Àwọn kan ló rán mi sí yín láti ìlú òyìnbó. Orúkọ wọn jẹ́ Yorùbá Union, ìgbìmọ̀ má jẹ́ kó bàjẹ́. Wọ́n ní kí n wá bá yín sọ̀rọ̀. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ní kí n fún yín ní ẹ̀bùn kékeré kan. Nǹkan tí wọ́n ní kí n sọ fún yín pé ohun tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń ṣe lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí, wọ́n ní tó dání. Wọ́n ní ìwé tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń kà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí, ó lè ló máa gbé yín débi gíga. Bí ṣe ń wò yín báyìí, mo ń rí ara mi nínú yín torí pé ìgbà kan wà tèmi náà kéré báyìí. Wọ́n ní tẹ́ bá fojú sí ìwé yín dáadáa, tá bá máa padà wá táwọn teachers yín bá list orúkọ àwọn tó fojú sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wọn dáadáa, a ready láti fún yín ní scholarship títí dé university. Àwọn tó bá fojú sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ dáadáa ni o. Tẹ́ bá ti kàwé yín dáadáa, ohun tá máa ṣe fún yín nìyẹn. A fẹ́ kẹ́ mọ̀ pé Yorùbá ni yín. Ṣé ẹ gbọ́? Ọmọ aládé dẹ̀ ni gbogbo yín pátápátá. Bí ṣe ń wò yín, ìṣe ni mò ń rí doctors, mò ń rí lawyers, mò ń rí accountants, mò ń rí engineers, mò ń rí great businessmen and women, mò ń rí presidents láàrin, mò ń rí senators. Anybody, we are the future we are waiting for. Ẹni ní ọjọ́ ọ̀la àti ògo gbogbo adúláwọ̀. Ẹ̀yin lọ́jọ́ ọ̀la títí wá. Ọjọ́ ọ̀la tó ń dúró dè láti ṣe rere ẹ̀yin inú. Àti ṣe rere yẹn, ẹ máa wá mójútó ẹ̀kọ́ yín dáadáa. Tọ́lọ́ bá gba ìlú wa fún wa Yorùbá nation, ẹ̀yin lọ́jọ́ ọ̀la wa ń bẹ̀. Ìlú wo là ń dúró dè? Ìlú wo là ń dúró dè? Ìlú wo là ń dúró dè? Ta ló jẹ́ ọ̀la wa ní Yorùbá nation? Ẹ pàtẹ́wọ́ fúnra yín. Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wá, fún ilẹ̀ ìgbé wá, kàgbéga, kàgbéga, kàgbéga kàyémi. Ìgbàlà mi pé pàtìbẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká jẹlá. Ìṣọ̀kan àti ìlera, ìkẹ̀kẹ́ ká máa lépa, tẹ̀sí dára ọmọ Oòduà dìde lọ sí ipò ẹ̀kọ́lá ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ gbogbo àdúrà wa.
Clap for yourself.
Táwọn tíṣà Yorùbá dá dúró bí orílẹ̀-èdè ni, so Yorùbá sì lè dá dúró bí orílẹ̀-èdè náà. Future of tomorrow's future lọ pé àwa ń gbà tá à ń dàgbà. Ṣé mo orin parents listen to your children? Ṣé mo? Ẹ kọ́ fún mi. Orin tó kọ fáwọn àdìyà wa kọ orin wọn gbà táwa ń kékeré, ṣùgbọ́n a ti dàgbà ń sìn. Àwọn tó jẹ nígbà ìgbà yẹn náà lọ́sùn wá bẹ̀ẹ̀dì sí. Ṣé nǹkan tí mo sọ yẹ yín? Àwọn tó jẹ nígbà wá ìgbà yẹn náà lọ́sùn wá bẹ̀ẹ̀dì sí. Ìyẹn ò ní ṣẹlẹ̀ lásìkò titi yín nínú Yorùbá nation wa. Ṣé gbọ́ nǹkan tí mo sọ? Kí lórúkọ olúwa yẹn? Kí ló bá yẹn? Everybody, thank you so much.
Right. Thank you so much. We still have a lot of places we visited, schools, children that we also visited, amazing kids. I told you it's going to be really lovely when this is done. So we still have some of these clips coming through before the accident happened. So the accident happened earlier today. When they are returning back to the southern part of Yoruba land, which is from Ibadan to Gunden to Lagos. That video clip I showed you earlier. That truck, we have to fix that truck, and we have to fix it as soon as possible. One of the things that Princess Balogun volunteered for this, for this group is using our own premises. I'm talking about our own facilities, put it that way, facilities like storage facilities, warehouses, and then including vehicles that she uses for her business. That particular one is a business vehicle, and I've told her we'll fix it. She's not in doubt of all of that, but it's now on all of us to get that fixed ASAP. I am expecting for the cost of that in the next few hours, tomorrow or so, okay? So when I get that, of course, I'll share that with everyone. We'll bear the cost of repairing that truck. We'll bear every cost associated with everyone, with the two people that got involved in that crash. And I've told Princess, look for the best that you can actually get to. Immediately you get to Lagos, and she's fine. For those asking, Princess is fine. Every member of the crew is fine. We just want to be properly sure, get them checked and provided the real support that they need. So thank you so much to all of us who have gone beyond just talking about what these guys are doing to us, and now going in to, what do you call it, to effect some changes. We plan and we promise to remain consistent. So as I'm talking to you right now, I have received, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. So I have received some amazing support from our members who have, after seeing the pictures, the videos of these places we have visited, they have started organizing right now. As you're watching this video, members of the Yoruba Union in America, in UK, in Canada, precisely, those who are in the UK, in America, as well as in Canada, we have received support from them where they are like organizing right now to collect all of, clothing, shoes, donations that could be given to kids, that could be given to people, children, all those school children, get all this, all this, your kids use their clothes. They are still good, solid. I do send them back to Nigeria myself. And now I have been told that we have boxes in storage all over America that people are now asking, where should we send them to? How can we send them and get them across to our people at home? People love what Princess and her team, what they are doing. But behind the scene, a lot of people put in so much, organizing what you are saying. I never really wished I would come here to come and report an accident to you. I would have been so happy if everything went smoothly and you never get to know what goes on behind the scene, getting things done or getting supplies delivered and getting the right people to benefit from wherever we are pushing out there. Now, you are going to get tons of